Hi, I'm Chuck Freedman, Director of Developer Platform here at Ribbit, and I'm joined by Ray Lee, who's our General Manager of the platform. It's great to have Ray here. Ray's going to answer some questions about turning your Ribbit application into a business as he facilitates all the pricing and manages some of the deployment of the application. So Ray, it's great to have you here.
Thanks, Chuck. It's great to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, I think the first question I want to ask is what's the overall strategy for Ribbit offering this platform service to developers?
Sure. I mean, that's a great question. The overall Ribbit goal is to enable our developers to really add and create new levels of interactivity and new forms of interaction to their current applications. You know, in particular, really I think what's interesting is as developers look to add elements of social interaction, or they're looking to extend those interactions currently from the web onto mobile devices, Ribbit's powerful feature set of communications and messaging capabilities really enables these new forms of interactions.
When we talk about the developer, right, and we have an amazing community of over 10,000 developers.
Yep.
Who are we really talking about? I mean, are we talking about individual developers who code after hours? Are we talking about those that work for large consulting firms, that work for big companies, or maybe even an entrepreneur who represents a development team that really wants to become an application owner and make it big with leveraging the Ribbit service?
The Ribbit developer is a hard one to define because really it expands all of those classes of developers you just talked about. Everyone from the single guy who wants to create a small application or a widget to the enterprise developer to the company that's creating a whole new change the world type of application. And it's really kind of the breadth of developers and the use cases that really makes it so exciting to be offering the services of the Ribbit platform to that community.
So Ray, who's responsible for establishing a billing relationship with Ribbit?
So currently the way it works is that the developer is responsible for establishing the billing relationship with Ribbit. Really, this is really consistent with the whole idea of how cloud services are currently bought and sold. It's this idea of a wholesale model of we're providing the tools and the services to the application developer who's then creating the application and takes that to market. Later on in Q3 of this year, as a part of our rollout of the Ribbit store, the long-awaited Ribbit store, we'll be enabling additional models around sort of affiliate and resale models for developers to engage with Ribbit on sort of a different commercial model.
I think the way we support developers is actually parallel to the kind of service and thought that you've put into how we're going to support them from a financial standpoint. I mean, they're coming in, as you mentioned, this is just such a wide global service with access to this amazing infrastructure, but it has to become very digestible financially as well as obviously from an implementation standpoint. So I think together, collectively, we offer this package of support as well as very smart pricing and affordable pricing that lets it really be something that anybody can take advantage of and be successful with.
Well, I think that's absolutely right. And I think one of the things that we've realized early on is that as a platform, our success is absolutely dependent upon the success of our developers, right? And so to that extent, we take supporting the developer community very seriously, right? I mean, you know better than anyone, Chuck, as kind of leading the developer evangelism and support team, all the things that we do to make developers successful, right? Everything from the sample code to the how-to docs, videos such as this one, the webinars, the monitoring of the forums. We invest a ton of resources, and we do so because that's absolutely the right thing to do, and that's what the community needs to be successful. And just like you said, in parallel to that, the pricing and everything else around the commercial side of Ribbit also has to be aligned to make it easy for developers to adopt and to use and to be successful with Ribbit. So fundamentally, we will be successful when the community is successful, and that's really the only metric I think that we have to go on. It's the only metric we need, really.